Welcome back to our first video. Been filming a couple times. We finally got a topic down. Top 5 QBs in the NFL versus top 5 worst. We're going to start with the top 5 best. And I'm going to let you go first, Mr. Odell.
Okay. I gotta start with my honorable mentions.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Honorable mention number one, Drake May. He's been balling,
That's very fair.
but it's but he just hasn't quite been as good as anybody else. Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, he's another honorable mention.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has been balling with the Colts. I
Interesting.
really want to put him in top five, but I feel like I need to see like 1 or 2 more weeks of it to
Fair,
actually
fair.
solidify it. And then Jared Goff and Josh Allen. I also have honorable mentions.
Jared Goff. Okay. All right, I'll give my honorable mentions. I only have two.
Mm-hmm.
Just say them real quick. They actually were not one of yours either. Um, First honorable mention is Josh Allen. So I guess we had that one in common.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I have Justin Herbert as my other honorable mention. And
He was right outside.
I'd have to give it to Drake May as well. Like I didn't put him in my top five, not gonna lie here. But Drake May's been balling out. It's actually been so exciting to see and just to see what he's been able to do and how he's like honestly his escapability. I did not expect it to be that good, and he's just
He's
looked
fast.
amazing. He's just looked amazing. So yeah, anyway, let's get
I have
into
Herbert right below May in my rankings.
all right.
You want to start off with number five? We trade off number
Yep.
five and then number four and three.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that. I like that a lot.
At number five, this might be my most controversial one. Sam Darnold.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
He has been quietly balling out. He has been amazing.
Number 4 is Sam Darnold for me. I'm going to say it because we don't want to talk about him twice, but let's just get into the Sam Darnold meat riding. Sam Darnold
Yes, he's
has
been so
looked
good.
so good. And I have been mad at the Seahawks. I'm honest. They're like honestly my second favorite team in the NFL.
I
Honestly, I put
love
them
him.
at third because they have Kenneth Walker on their team, and I love Kenneth Walker. And the reason I don't know why they're not using him
He's
as
having a good
much
season.
because Kenneth Walker is a dog, and when they actually run the ball with him, they win or he does good. But I mean, I love how they're shifting the focus to Sam Darnold. I'm not even gonna lie. Him and Jackson Smith and Jigba,
Mm,
his like honestly,
so
how he's able
good.
to avoid tackles and his like comfortability in the pocket, just
Yes, he looks so
it's
relaxed. He's just trusting his team, and he's just putting that ball where it needs to be. He's been
exactly.
deadly accurate.
It,
I'd
it,
say one of the most accurate in the entire league,
no,
if not the most accurate.
he's looked beautiful, and I don't really know what else to add
My
about him. He's
boy.
just looked really good. Obviously, there's still
Yes.
questions about him. I mean, again, like the way he looked at the end of the season last year. I think that was the biggest question on everybody. That
Yes.
was the biggest question on my mind. He looked
Yeah.
terrible. Playoffs, the last two games of the season, probably cost him about $40 million on his contract. He's still got a big contract,
Yeah.
Don't even get me wrong, but yes,
I was really worried about
I
him going to the
it's
Seahawks too. I did not think that was going to work.
me neither.
But
Me neither. But yeah,
prove me wrong.
I think he's also a good fit for to like almost mentor Jalen Milrow because I do believe Jalen Milrow will be the starter in 2 years. I think Jalen Milrow has so
Probably.
much raw talent; he just needs to learn. But yeah, Sam Darnold,
Mhm.
great player. Anyway,
Yes. Love him. I thought that
anyway,
would be controversial. I didn't know if you'd put him in your top five
nope. I've loved
because
listening.
nobody ever mentions him. And I'm so glad you did. But who's your number five?
Yeah, we'll get into my number 5. It's got to be Patrick Mahomes, and this might be
Really,
controversial.
at five?
Yep, I was gonna say some people might think that
At
he should be higher.
five?
Some people
I
might
have
think
him
should be.
higher.
There's let me pull up the stats here
I have him
real
a lot
quick.
higher.
Let me pull up the stats here real quick. He's sixth in passing. He's 11 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. I don't really look at sacks too much because I think sacks are just they're not exactly the right stat to look at in my opinion because that could be
Yeah.
so many different things. It could be the QB's fault, but it also could be the O line's fault.
Offensive line. Yeah.
So, I don't really look at that. Like Justin Herbert, he has 17 sacks. He also has a really good O line, but a lot of the times they're also injured right now. So I just don't really look at
Yeah.
sacks too much. But yeah, so
Hmm.
I look at his stats. I see what he does for the team, and honestly, how terrible his receiving core is. I mean, Xavier Worthy just came back, and he was throwing to like this random bum the week one. That's why I have him here. But they have a losing record at the end of the day. That's what I look at.
I know
He's
they're
able
actually
to do
500.
they're 5. Okay, they did win last week. So there's a lot of things to look at. I just can't put him in my above that right now. There's just too many good quarterbacks right now in the league. So that's why
I
I have him
agree.
at 5.
I have him much higher,
All right.
but I also really like Mahomes.
Okay. Okay.
So, but anyways, My
Who's your
number
number 4?
4 is Dak Prescott.
Oh,
He's
oh.
been balling. I don't even like him that much, but he's been balling out.
The reason
Now,
why.
the Cowboys suck right now, but it's not his fault. They're putting up like 30 a game.
Okay, I'm gonna give my
Like,
thoughts. I'm gonna give my thoughts on Dak. He is not even in my top 5. I'm not gonna lie. He's not in my top 5 worst. He's not in
it's
my top 5
understandable.
best. But I do like Dak. I think Dak gets way too much hate. Honestly, I was a Dak hater until I watched his first game this season where he looked
He looked
phenomenal.
good.
I think it was the first game of the season. I think it was against the Eagles, and he looked beautiful in that game. He looked amazing. He looked so comfortable in the pocket, and just honestly the way he threw the ball. But the reason I don't have him in my top 5 is one, I think his offense is legitimately one of the best in the league. Their defense is just horrible.
Horrid. They're so
Horrid.
bad.
Like, I mean, you can't win a game. It's hard to win a game when you put up 40 and the other team puts up 80. Like, I know I'm being a little
Yeah,
exaggerated, but
I agree.
like, if you're putting up 40 points, you have to be expecting to win. But this is
Yeah.
like another case scenario where I think defense do win championships, like I said with the Broncos and the other podcasts, obviously. But, but anyway, yeah. So Dak is a great player. If his defense was a little better, I do believe he might be in my top 5. I mean, he's been playing great, but also he's just got so many offensive weapons. That's also the way I look at it.
I feel like you can't judge him from the defense though.
Exactly. I see what you mean, but I mean, I think a lot of like if he has a winning, like we put Patrick Mahomes here, and I feel like if you take Patrick Mahomes off the Chiefs, they have no wins. I feel like if you take Dak off the Cowboys, they still have like 1 or 2 wins to them. If
I
that,
could see that. I could see that.
that's why I have Patrick Mahomes
Okay.
here.
Okay. Let's move on to number 3. I'll go with my number 3. I got Stafford at 3.
Matt's. Oh, okay,
I got Matt Stafford at 3.
okay, very
He's just
interesting.
been so good.
I
been
agree.
amazing.
I agree. He's higher on my list. He's higher.
Really,
He's
really.
very.
I don't know if you're gonna like my number 1, but
Anyway, yeah, I do like Matt Stafford. We'll get into him in a second because he's up on my list. So my number 3 is somebody who is in your honorable mention. Hey, number 3 is Danny Dimes.
yeah, I knew it was gonna
Danny
be.
Dimes.
I knew it was gonna
dude.
be Danny Dimes.
I was a hater on this guy. I did not like him. I hated this signing. I hated how everybody was hyping him up. I hated how everybody was acting like he was going to be the savior for the Colts and how he was going to like basically nut in everybody's face and everybody was going to love it. I didn't understand it until he started playing some fucking football because holy crap.
He's our
I
balling
love
out.
this guy. I was
Highest QBR in the league.
I really liked Danny Dimes in before. Like
I love him.
when they had that winning season with the Giants.
Yes, when they won that playoff game, it was so hype.
I really liked him, and I really liked the Giants that season, and I really liked Danny
I agree.
Dimes until everybody else was hopping on like his hype train, like where he would sign when the Giants cut him. I was like, he was terrible last season with the Giants, and obviously that was just stuff with the team. He wasn't happy there, and we've obviously seen that was actually the reason. Like a lot of players like that, let's say like OBJ, Antonio Brown, really weren't as good as they were. They were just not as good as they were. They weren't just actually pissed off. They just weren't as good as they were. And so Danny Dimes is not in that case scenario. He's been great, balling out. His decision making, his ability to break out of a sack has been elite.
Yes,
that is one of his most underrated things.
His pocket presence has been.
It's been
peak.
amazing. I don't know what
everything. Honestly, everything he's been doing has been peak. He's been able to hit the deep ball, something he never was able to do in New York, perfectly. Now, to be fair, he still makes some Daniel Jones decisions that are a little iffy, but he's making way less of those, and he's making a lot more smart decisions, and he looks amazing. I want to put him that high, but I feel like I just got to see a little more of it.
That's what I was about to say. It's the same thing with Sam Darnold. Are they going to keep it up? Are they going to stay this way? Because, again, he's taking a lot of hits. I don't know why he's feeling the knees, but he needs to slide more. He needs to, like, when he's on the run, he could easily slide and, like, maybe lose a couple of yards. But he's like, I like his fight. I like how he's kind of, like, just, like, putting himself out there. But it seems like I don't want him to get hurt. And I think he's almost putting himself in that way to get hurt. So, yeah.
I agree.
That's the only thing I got to say. But he's been great. He's number 3 right now. So yeah, number 2 for you, and I think I know who your number 1's going to be. I just curious about your number two.
My 2 is Mahomes.
Oh,
Yeah.
two is Mahomes.
I have watched a couple Mahomes games this year, and he has just looked great. He didn't have Xavier Worthy or Rasheed Rice for most of those games, and he was balling out with Juju Smith-Schuster. He's just been great. That pick six against the Jags was horrid. But other than that, he has been a baller. He's just looked good. He's looked like he's back to MVP form, and I absolutely love it. And I do like Mahomes. So Mahomes is my number 2.
Okay, okay. I knew I've talked about Mahomes a little bit, so I'll talk about like the little bit of negatives with him. I see is his O line. I think his O line is still really good, but that's basically the only negative I
Mm-hmm.
can say. That he's been taking hits. I think he's definitely heard the media how he's like almost bitched out and like hasn't been taking hits. And we've seen him like truck over guys this season, almost like shutting up
Yeah.
the media, like legitimately. Like he's shown like he will.
Yeah. I mean, nobody really calls him
Yeah,
soft anymore.
exactly. So and
And
again,
he's been balling. He's
I
just been balling.
yeah,
They're
exactly.
beating with the teams they're beating. They're not beating because of the refs. They're actually beating teams.
They're you gotta look at the Lions game. That was the refs game.
Bro, there was like 2 calls that
You
were bad.
can't call that first play. That is so much momentum. This is the thing that I
Okay,
will argue
but
with.
that's a legitimate, that's a legal formation. You can't do that.
Come on, but it
And
was called
you
after
have to
the
review
fact.
it. Yes, because every play that's a score, every scoring play is reviewed. That's an NFL rule. You can look it up. Every scoring play is always reviewed.
That's not football though.
Every time.
That's just getting pussy ball
That's
in my opinion.
NFL.
This is like the new
If
kickoff.
it was any other team, they'd still do it.
Oh my gosh, we're not gonna argue
It's not
about this.
Mahomes' fault.
No, it's not Mahomes' fault. But there's also some.
But you know what I mean.
There's yes.
But you know
there's-
what I mean. Like last year, it was literally
Yeah,
just the refs.
ju-
Mahomes
just
did
the
play
refs.
good in that Lions game.
I agree with you. He did play good in the Lions game, but there's also I don't think he wins that Lions game without the refs there. I think there's so many momentum changes when watching that game where the refs like swung it this way and swung it that way, and there's obviously a lot of frustration built up with both teams at the end of the game with the reffing, and it came up to like probably the greatest fight of all time. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think.
Listen, I'm on the side that I agree with that call of the touchdown getting taken away.
But definitely the refs have definitely.
I'm not happy with it because it was a really cool play. I get why they did it.
I just hate how they can go back and make calls now. Like I just don't believe that if they didn't make it on the field, I don't think it should be reviewable. That's just my opinion. But anyway, again, he's been great. I don't think he's number 2, obviously.
Who's your 2?
My 2?
Who's your 2?
My 2 is probably your number 1. Actually, I'm for sure of it.
Yeah, you probably know him.
The Buccaneers quarterback, walk on at Texas A&M, Heisman
number
Trophy
1
winner at Oklahoma.
Oh, my dog.
Best Browns QB they've had in a very long time. Baker
like 30 years, bro.
Mayfield. The Door Dasher.
Baker fucking Mayfield.
The Heisman Houseman. Baker's been great.
It's been so good.
The thing that puts him over everybody else for me. I can say all these things about everybody else, putting perfect balls, making great decisions, doing all this. The one thing Baker has that I believe that puts him 2 steps ahead of everybody, except my number 1, is his energy he brings to
the spirit he brings to the team is insane.
How he literally made a third.
He brings
15.
that Gardner Minshew energy.
He 3rd and 15 ran the ball.
He was
Probably
3rd
one
and
of the
18.
greatest runs I've ever seen from a quarterback ever. The reach out was literally perfect. That's why he's my number 2. I can
brings
say
a different
all the
kind of
same
energy.
things I've said about the other people, except that energy factor is just an X factor at the end of the day.
Yes.
And that's why I put him.
He brings
at
Gardner
number
Minshew
2.
energy with Matthew Stafford's skill.
Yes.
I mean, not that amount of skill, but still, he's bringing an insane amount of skill with that Gardner Minshew energy, bro.
And he's
amazing.
again. I like how Tampa loves him just as much. Those fans out there just hype him.
I love the love he's getting. Finally,
'Cause-
he's not getting hated on all the time.
Because I think
So happy to see it.
I just don't understand why the Browns traded him. Literally, OBJ probably set that franchise back another 5 years himself.
Yeah.
So
Signing Deshaun Watson to a $200 million deal killed him for the next 10 years.
yeah, I'm a guy who knows
Did you
ball.
like that trade?
I didn't like how much they gave up. I liked him getting Deshaun Watson, but this is the same issue I had with that trade as well. Same thing with the Russell Wilson trade. Coming off injury. That's the big thing. Coming off an injury, you never want to trade for a QB. Deshaun massaging Watson was still at the massage parlor. That was his problem. And he hadn't played football for half a year. You can't trade for a guy. Why would you gamble on that? The Texans don't want him
Yeah.
anymore. You don't need to give that much up. No other team is willing to risk it for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns should not be a team willing to risk it all on one player. We've never seen
Yes.
This is the thing that makes me mad. We're going on a tangent right now.
That's all good. I agree. I'm in.
With the Russell Wilson trade, Teddy Bridgewater is my favorite NFL player of all time.
I love Teddy. He
love
was
Teddy
so good till he got hurt, bro.
I love Teddy Bridgewater.
Miss Teddy.
One of my favorite players of all time. When the Broncos signed him, I thought it was genius. I thought it was so smart. The Panthers always give up on quarterbacks way too soon. Way too soon. The Broncos.
I swear, if they give up on Bryce, I'm
and
gonna be so mad.
funny enough, another funny fact: Teddy Bridgewater is on the Buccaneers right now. You know, take that for what you will, but I mean they're winning, and this is the team we're talking about. But the thing that makes me so mad with these like huge QB trades, which we haven't seen him, and I doubt we'll see him in a very long time. But Russell Wilson,
especially with 2 huge fails, they won't do it again for a while.
Exactly. But Russell Wilson was coming off injury. Russell Wilson hadn't looked like prime Russ, but yet we traded him for prime Russ. That's the problem.
That was a bad trade.
Yeah, that's my problem with those top tier QB trades. But we'll get back into their top 5 discussion.
Broncos country.
Let's ride. Broncos country. Yeah.
Let's ride.
But yeah, I feel like, and this is the thing. Yeah, nobody's one QB away from winning a Super Bowl. If you're one QB away from winning a Super Bowl, you would at least make the playoffs. The Broncos didn't make the playoffs the year before, giving up a bunch of players, picks, and Teddy Bridgewater had a pretty good season that season. It just did not accumulate to me. It did not add up to me, and I still don't understand that trade. Still makes me mad as a Broncos fan. Anyway, my number 1 player is Matthew Stafford. My number 1 QB. You're probably suspecting it, but I think he's the MVP right now. I think he's just an energy bringer at his age, and what he's doing is legitimately insane. It might be because his smoking hot wife is giving him some energy, but I don't know. You know, I could be saying some stuff out my butt, but you know, Matthew Stafford's been legitimately amazing. Again, I could say,
as long as it's not Steph Curry's wife.
Again, yes, that's very true. But again, these 2 players could flip flop for me personally, Baker and Matthew Stafford. But I feel like Matthew Stafford, he's just so good. His skill, like you even said this, his skill is just so high.
It's so good.
I got to put him over Baker, and I do think Baker will take him over. I do think Baker's going to take him over here in this next week or 2, just because he has so much hype coming off him, and there's just more pushing towards Baker. So
I agree.
Again, there's not much else to say about him. I don't know if you have any more thoughts on Matthew Stafford. I know we talked about him a little bit earlier.
So you kind of already talked about Stafford. Yeah. He's just that guy. And they gave him the perfect receiving core to match his skill.
That's the main argument I feel like a lot of people are having. Baker has his guys out. Like you said, he has his guys out. He's still looking just as good. But I mean, he still basically had Mbuka for the whole season. He just got injured. I bet Mbuka
2 players in that Niners game get their first touchdown ever.
Yeah, Tez Johnson. He's just balling out. At the end of the day, he is. But again, I said this earlier. I feel like, one, Devontae Adams enhances Puka's stats because people have to focus on Devontae's just skill and his presence of the game and how good
Kyron Williams in there.
Kyron
Williams is a dog.
Touchdown menace. Kyron Williams.
And he's a good receiving back.
He is.
He's a big target as a receiving back, and it makes him so lethal.
Yes.
And really helps Puka.
Yes. And I feel like, but Puka's obviously really good in his own right, but I feel like Matthew Stafford is just enhancing how good Puka is and how good everybody's looking at him. So, yeah.
I completely agree.
But, yeah, that's really about it. Let's turn it to the top 5 worst. I have 1 honorable mention for my worst QB.
I have 2.
And you have
You're not going to like one.
So you'll start off with your first. And if it's Justin Fields, how about you just walk out of here?
I have him as 1. I have him as 1. He's the lowest of them all. But I have him and it's not his fault, but I have to put him because of how bad the Jets have been. I feel like I have to put an 0-6 team's quarterback on
He's
this
the
list.
only
Now,
quarterback
he's been
with zero
okay,
interceptions.
but he does in that Broncos game, it really showed he won't throw the ball. But I don't think it's his fault. I think he's being coached to try and play like Daniel Jones when he should be coached to play like Lamar Jackson. I don't think he's being coached right. So I'm not saying it's his fault, but based off what I've seen, I have him as an honorable mention in my worst quarterbacks.
Okay. I'm a huge Justin Fields guy. Obviously, first episode, you guys.
I love him. I'm a huge Justin Fields guy too, but I feel like you're 0-6. I feel like I have to, especially in that 2-minute drive versus the Broncos. It wasn't his fault, but that was a horrible 2-minute drive. Horrible 2 minute. I have to put an 0-6 team, right? Even if it was the Buccaneers who were 0-6, I put Baker. I feel like if you're 0-6, I need to put at least an honorable mention to your quarterback, especially when you're not
I
scoring a
can
lot
get
of
it.
points.
It's fair. The record is the worst in the league. Like, and a lot of people do like to blame record on quarterback purely. And again,
Yeah.
that's something I think
Don't
is
do that.
stupid. But at the end of the day, he has 0 interceptions, and that just puts him above every QB in the league. So you got to look at that in a sense. I'm joking. He hasn't looked great. I don't think he is the best
The
coach.
MVP is Justin Fields.
He just hasn't. Yeah, he just hasn't looked like what everybody's thought
Yeah.
he was going to look like, and I just don't think he's had
That week 1 versus the Steelers, though, he looked so good.
in the Dolphins game. He's honestly looked
Yes.
good in every game he's played fully, except
When he
that
plays
Broncos
the
game.
game the way he should
Yeah.
play the game, it's amazing. But it feels like he's like not. It feels like he just looks uncomfortable. It's a good way to put it. He doesn't look like himself like he did on the Steelers. Honestly, he looked amazing on the Steelers.
Yeah, I
Should have
can definitely
never benched him,
I
bro.
can definitely agree with that. And there's a lot of things. There's a lot of questions with him, but I'm really excited to see what he'll do this week. I think this is his week. He's got to show out. He's got.
I think this is make or break for him.
This is his week.
This is make or break for the Jets in general.
Truly, if the Jets lose, we'll see them sell. They won't get
we'll
rid
see
of their
probably
head coach,
Brees Hall leave.
which
That's
also a thing.
He's so bad. He's such a bad head coach.
That's also the thing. Justin Fields had 12 passes last week, I think. I was trying to look it up and I forgot what I was looking for.
Like that.
He was like 8 for 12. And it was for 56 yards. And I'm a guy who always says basically one pass should be almost equivalent to 10 yards to have consider those as good passes. If you're passing and you have 40 passes, but it's for 350 yards, I consider that an iffy game. That's just a little bit considering to me. Obviously, that's a good game, 350 yards. But I mean, I would say more 20 passes for 100 yards. That just doesn't look good to me. That looks like you were just doing a bunch of checkdowns. And so that's very interesting, 8 for 56. I know that's how many passing yards he had, at least on real. So, yeah, we'll stop talking about Justin Fields. He's not the most...
We can move on. We can move on from
because I can always talk about him. Who's your second honorable mention? Because I have one.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. I'm a big Kyler Murray hater. I think he's bringing that team down legitimately. Obviously,
Jacoby Brissett
balled out. He balled out. And the most
to be fair, the Colts in corners, but still he balled. He was putting perfect balls.
Yes, he looked great. He legitimately looked great. He had again a cannon, which Kyler Murray really doesn't have. Kyler Murray is also a guy who I think height actually affects how he plays and sees players.
Yes.
I think he just sees a guy and then guesses if he's open sometimes. If he sees his player, you cannot tell me those 6'8" linemen versus 5'8" him, 5'9". He can see perfectly over them. You can't tell me that.
Yeah,
he almost always has to scramble about 20 yards back to see what's going on. That's my main thing with him. I think there's just so many questions around him. I just don't think he's a great player. I just don't.
I agree. I don't like his mindset. I don't like his football. I don't like anything about him.
No.
I don't like Kyler Murray. Who's your honorable mention?
He's much higher for me. I'm not gonna lie, he's much higher for me. But again, I'm a Kyler Murray hater. So Jake Browning, I put him here as my honorable mention because again, he hasn't played that many games.
I would have put him, but he just didn't play that much, so I didn't put him.
Yeah, he's
second in the league in interceptions.
Horrible.
He's second in the league in interceptions, and he only played 2 or 3 games.
He looked horrible. And the fact that he came out and he was mad about the Joe Flacco trade, that was the funniest thing to me. The only thing people like about him is his wife. I think that's the funniest thing about him. That's the only thing people enjoy about him is his wife. Nobody enjoys watching him play football. Nobody enjoys him on the field, in general. Even if he was running a trick play, I don't think anybody would enjoy him being there. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's really bad. Number 5, I'll start off with number 5. I feel like I've been making you go first a
Yeah.
little bit here soon. I will go with Joe Flacco. And I think this is a
Okay, I
key.
have to say that's my number 5 too.
Oh shoot! Wow,
I have
first
Flacco at 5 too.
agreement. So we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, why? What are your reasons? What are your reasons for Joe Flacco?
He is old. He just can't throw the ball, man. He
Yeah,
needs to retire. He's
yeah.
just been not accurate. He has not been moving. He just can't move. Like he snaps the ball and it takes him 30 seconds just to get back and throw. Just has not looked good.
The thing that I've seen mostly about Joe Flacco that gets my mind racing, is the way he passes the ball. It's almost like it's almost look like if a slingshot throw, like he's pulling it back and then just zipping it. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
that's almost
Hmm.
like it seems like, and he's not. I've said this before. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are almost both deep ball threats. I legitimately think that.
Yes.
Jamar Chase 100% is. T. Higgins, you could
Yeah.
argue that but I think T. Higgins is more of a deep ball threat. I feel like you should have
Higgins, yeah,
gone
he
for a guy
definitely can be one.
is more like Jameis Winston, or in this case, I think Joe Milton III would have been a beautiful guy to pick up. I think he would have been the perfect guy. Has one of the
Yes,
most
I agree.
elite
He's got a cannon.
cannon. Looked great for the Patriots that like into the season where they literally like won 2 of the 3 games and then nobody ever gave him a chance. That was very weird to
Yeah,
me.
I agree, man.
So that was
I agree.
something, but I feel like Joe Milton would have been a very good player for that team. And if he balls out for
I
you,
agree.
then he's trade value. Obviously, they're going to keep Joe Burrow. Then you trade Joe Milton, act like he's this super actually high QB, or sign him, or get Joe Milton. I don't know, whatever it may be. I just feel like he would have been a better
I agree.
trade, and he could have got him for cheaper. I feel like he got, which again they traded like a
I
5th round pick for Joe
agree.
Flacco. But yeah,
I agree.
I get,
Flacco's just old.
yeah, and he hasn't looked great. And you could put the excuse on the Browns game. He's playing right now as we're speaking, and hasn't looked that. Yeah, so
Probably second. Score is
Probably
still
second.
7-0.
Probably second. So
Still
yeah,
7-0. So,
so
but yeah,
yeah,
I same number 5. Same number 5.
so yeah. Number 4. Honestly, this could be a guy. I feel like you have him a little bit higher. I have Cam Ward.
Really? You have a 4?
4. But
I got him a lot higher.
the reason why he's a rookie. He's a rookie. And I will always
Yeah,
give
I agree.
rookies the benefit of the doubt. He's in a terrible situation right now. The thing I don't like about him is that the team's almost like kind of giving him the keys to be that bad, and they want him to be that bad. And whenever he says
Yeah.
something bad about the team, they almost like are like, yep. I
Yes,
love it.
I agree.
It's like kind of
I have
ridiculous.
not liked just his decision making. I feel like his decision making has just been god off. Like his reads have been horrible. He's got a pick six in that Colts game. Pick six, Kenny Moore. That was like one of the worst throws I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like his decision making, and he's not getting punished for it. Nothing's happening.
Before you get like too much further, I want to say the reason why that throw was so bad is because he could have zipped it. He could have zipped it to whoever he was throwing to.
Like,
he would.
It's like Madden when you have the power thing and you accidentally tap it. It just knocks it.
Exactly. And that's the problem
Should've
I
held the
had with
button.
him at Miami. He looked like he was too comfortable in his O-line where he had so much time he didn't even have to try. It wasn't like a skill that he was like so comfortable in the pocket. It was because his O-line was insane. So yeah. There's a lot of
I
questions
just
with
think his
him.
decision making, it's not been it, and he's not been that accurate.
I thought Abdul Carter should have been the number 1 overall pick for this team, and then you keep looking for your quarterback because I don't believe Jackson Dart
first overall.
But again, there's so many questions about Jackson Dart. Even right now,
there's a lot of
he's
questions.
just perfect for New York right now, and I think that
Yeah.
heightens how like everybody's looking at him. And I know Cam Ward's on a spectrum. Obviously, he's the number 1 overall pick. But yeah, he's a rookie. That's why
I never liked that pick. I never liked
neither.
that pick.
Well,
he has a worse completion percentage than Anthony Richardson did last year, or it's like the same. It's same or worse.
He's higher for you.
I hate Cam Ward.
We'll save
He's so much higher.
We'll save him for you a little bit.
All right, me 4.
Yeah, you're 4.
He hasn't played a ton, but since he's the solidified starter for the rest of the season, I have Dylan Gabriel.
Okay. That's definitely fair. I will give it to you. That's
52 passing attempts. You only have 200 yards. Like,
but
I get trying to develop someone, but this is not Madden. You can't just spam passes. You need to actually play football.
Yeah, and the thing is, Quinton Judkins has been so good for that team. I don't
Yes,
understand.
so underrated.
This Browns head coach, I've not enjoyed him whatsoever, and how almost he's like baiting everybody to get mad at him with how he handles Shadur Sanders. Like the thing I saw that really
Shadur.
that made me. I'm not a Shadur fan. I don't understand why everybody's acting like he's this number one
After
overall
that
pick
Madden
that's
game.
not playing. But Shadur, I don't
Shadur.
get it. Shadur. That's all I can say.
After that Madden game, bro.
Oh
That
my
was
god.
such an insane
Yeah,
game.
we played a Madden game, and I played Shadur Sanders. He threw like 25 passes, 25 for 26, and he had like 562 yards. It was literally
Like
insane.
370-yard
Dude,
touchdown
that was
dimes.
honestly one of my
Absolute dimes. That was one of the funnest
yeah.
games I've ever
That
played, and I
was
was getting shit on.
it was just oh my gosh.
It
He
was
was
just
so good.
fun.
But yeah, but
Who's your four? Who's your four?
Cam Ward.
We got to move on from Dylan Gabriel. Who's your three? Sorry, three.
We haven't even talked about Dylan Gabriel. We've been on Shadur Sanders.
I was talking about him for like a
Uh,
while.
well, yeah, Dylan Gabriel.
I
He's not on my
I feel like
list.
I can't say
Just
too much too because he
yeah,
hasn't played a
hasn't
ton,
played enough,
but he just
but
has looked horrible.
he just hasn't looked good. And again, he could look way different. But I want to finish this off
Yeah.
with like the head coach for the Browns. I feel like the head coach for the Browns, I think he's again baiting people with Shadur because like he wouldn't promote him to the QB2 for some reason. He said
Mhm.
we have to wait. Like that was dumb. Like just say yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we'll probably promote him, but he hasn't been officially promoted yet. Like that's all he really had to say. So yeah. Anyway, my three, is that what you want to know?
Yes.
Kyler Murray. Again, I'm a Kyler Murray
Okay.
hater. We talked about him a little bit. Not going to add too much about him. Just basically the same things I've said. And his attitude is horrible. That's my main thing about
Yes.
him. He's like, that was so, like when they lost, I forget who the team was. Marvin Harrison had a great game. That's all I really remember because I really like Marvin Harrison.
I love Marvin Harrison Jr.
He hasn't, that was the
He's a
concerning thing
dog.
with me with when Jacoby Brissett played. I really thought that he'd get a lot more reps, but he didn't. And that was just,
Well, he also got hurt like
oh, I didn't,
5 minutes
didn't
into
know
the
that.
game. Yeah,
No,
he got a concussion not that far into
oh
the game.
wow, then that's actually impressive because he had like
He had a
three
great. He caught the ball, but he like bam right on the ground, and he was out.
that makes a lot more
But he was
sense.
getting targets. He had like 40 yards in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. That's what I saw. So yeah, um,
Mm.
yeah, that's what I was mainly concerned about. But yeah, Kyler Murray just hasn't looked good. Jacoby Brissett looked way better, way more comfortable, and just again, Kyler Murray though he's had one good season, and they've just continued to ride with him for some reason. It just doesn't add up. And
Yeah, I agree.
I do appreciate the Cardinals not giving up on him like the Jets do on every quarterback. Like if the Jets would have kept with
Yeah.
Sam Darnold and even Zach Wilson, in my opinion, they'd be in a totally different situation right now, a better situation. And I
agree.
really like them how they have Justin Fields now, but I still think they'd be way better off. So yeah, Kyler's my three.
I agree.
Anyway, who's your three?
My three is Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh,
He has been bad.
oh, he's been horrible.
Bad. My top three though could go either way. All
Okay.
of them could be number one.
I feel like
But I got Tua.
I'm really scared you're not going to have this one player that I have on my list, and I really hope you have him on your list because he's literally number two. Two was higher for me, by the
I
way.
might.
So I just kind of gave up where Tua was. But
There's
anyway,
gonna be one that I don't have that you have. Because you've already mentioned Ward, and I have Ward on here. But if you have two more, and you've already mentioned Ward, I only have one other one. So you probably have someone I don't have. I don't know.
Wow. Oh, wait.
We'll see.
This is wow.
We'll see. I don't think so. 'Cause I think I know who
I'm
you're
gonna
talking
say
about.
two
I
is
have.
two is my one. I'll talk about all the reasons why I
Yeah,
dislike him later.
I agree.
So yeah,
Horrible.
number
Horrible.
I'll go with number two. Who's your number two?
Geno Smith.
Okay. I was worried about that.
Yeah, Geno Smith is number two. The dude can't tell the difference between his own team and the other team.
Yeah, Gino.
He's just making horrible reads.
Pete Carroll's
Horrible
also his
passes.
problem. He's like his drug that he
Yes.
can't get off of. He's like heroin and and Pete's just there to inject him with it. Quit throwing the ball. Quit throwing the ball. Ashton Genty's there for a reason. He's been dogging when they actually
Their
run the
offensive
ball.
line's been so bad, dude. And he's still getting yards, and their offensive line's been so bad.
Yeah.
I don't even think Geno's that bad. They're just not using him to his strengths.
Also,
Like, they're making him play how he just doesn't play.
name a wide receiver on that team that isn't Jacoby Myers. And who even knew Jacoby Myers before the beginning of the season?
I mean, Brock Bowers is pretty decent.
Well, Brock Bowers has been injured as well. So,
Geno Smith is good at downfield passes. That's what he's good at.
but he's
Stop
also,
throwing the ball 5 yards. Geno can't tell the difference. He's colorblind.
He's also old.
Yeah, he's getting old.
So I don't know. I don't understand this
I actually
trade.
didn't think Seattle should have gotten rid of him, but
Oh,
now it's biting me in the butt.
it's
Yeah, I thought they should have
Seattle.
kept him,
Seattle had
but
so many questions, and they've just
yeah,
hit every single one. It's been crazy, except
yeah.
not playing Kenneth Walker. That still pisses me off. But anyway, yeah, Gino's number 2 for me.
There's not much to say on Gino. He's just statistically been horrible. He's leading the league in picks.
You say Gino was your 2, or are we on your 3 right now?
Gino's my 2.
Gino's my 2 as well. So yeah.
Okay, so that's that.
Yeah.
So I know your one is, my one is. Mine's Ward.
Oh wow, Ward. Well, yeah. I again
I
I
just
can't
think
put
he's
that
been
much
horrible.
hate. Basically, he's been horrible, and again, I don't like Cam Ward. I don't. I just have
That's
to give
another
him,
reason. I don't
have
like
to
him
give
at
him the
all.
benefit of the doubt. And the thing that
I don't think he should have been picked first overall.
yes, there's again Abdul Carter. He's been still great for the Giants.
Even Travis Hunter.
I'm not
Travis Hunter should have been first overall.
I do not like Travis Hunter. Whatever.
I'm not either, but he's
Here's
still
a
winning
guy
the award.
I don't like.
I hate Ward so much.
Travis Hunter's a guy I really don't
Here's
like.
a guy.
I really like Patrick Mahomes.
Here's a guy.
Patrick Mahomes is so good, but
Travis Kelce.
But yeah, Cam Ward. Just there's so many questions about him, and there's not even one answer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He's
had that one
bad.
insane pass but that was really about it. Yeah, my nut one is Tua.
Yeah, he's been so bad.
Tua.
Everything.
I don't like
And
him.
he has the audacity to blame his team every time. He never takes accountability.
He
Never.
has like one of the best offenses. This is what I'm going to say, and I really like to use this comparison. If you put Patrick Mahomes on the Dolphins, they are undefeated in my opinion. If you put Patrick Mahomes on that Dolphins team, they have a chance to be 5-1 or 6-0. I legitimately believe that.
I agree.
Like legitimately, Patrick Tua, he's not.
Tua just can't throw the ball.
Again, same thing with Kyler Murray. He's looked good one season, and they just ran that boat. That boat just keeps going down the river.
You can just take the week 1 versus the Colts, for example, which to be fair, the Colts played great.
Yeah.
But it wasn't necessarily because the Colts played like better. They just took advantage of the Dolphins' mistakes.
Yeah.
That's how they won. They just took advantage of their mistakes every time Tua overthrows a pass.
And
like by a mile.
They have Devon Achane, who's a premier running back in the league. I think he's
top
five.
A dog.
I legitimately believe Devon Achane is a top 5 running back in the league. I think he's probably like 5 or 4. He probably can creep into the 6 a little bit.
And you got Waddle. Waddle's good.
Waddle's
good
so
offensive line.
And Tyreek Hill,
great offensive line.
I know he's injured right now, but before he was injured, I know
even when they had him, he still didn't look good. Tua still didn't look good.
He looked almost like he had a little bit of resurgence from last year. Just Tua looked bad. Like, why is he throwing it to Washington? Bad. Like this, it doesn't make sense. I don't even know like his first name. It just doesn't add up. And their defense isn't that bad. I mean, they have Minkah Fitzpatrick for Pete's sake. Like,
I have his jersey, dude. I love Minkah so much. Why'd Pittsburgh get rid of him, bro? For Jalen Rams. That one still makes me so mad, dude. I hate that trade so much. Right when I saw it, I was so mad. Why are we giving up our best defensive player? I'm taking him over TJ Watt. I don't care. Minkah Fitzpatrick works so well in our defense. No, here's the thing. You can say all you want about TJ Watt. Our defense, top 3 in the league last year. Since losing Minkah, we're like top 20. We're like 19th right now. Our defense, he was our MVP of our defense. He might not have been a better player, but he was our MVP of our defense. And I think it's really showing now.
Yeah,
because people are attacking our secondary. They wouldn't even go near it with Minkah.
Minkah is definitely the best free safety in the league for the past almost 5 years. And it was weird.
No, why'd you go to the Dolphins?
So, like, basically a reverse trade, too, right? Like, they traded Jalen Ramsey for Minkah, and they just basically flipped it back, right?
Yeah, it's something like that. As Minkah used to be on the Dolphins, and they traded him back. And now there's rumors Minka's going to leave anyways before the trade deadline.
I wouldn't blame him.
It's getting very rumored. Yeah, I would leave. I'd get out of there.
Yeah, no. Mike Tomlin, I like him as a head coach, but there's so many questions about him now.
Fire him.
So many. And the way he handles Tua, for example.
Pittsburgh needs to blow it up and rebuild.
Put Tua in his place, but he looks like a little bitch, honestly, and looks like he would never do that. I don't think he is doing that. I think he meat rides Tua, to be honest. But yeah, that's really about the list, right? I mean, I don't really know what else.
Yeah, that's the 5. That's the 5.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's really about it. Again, go on tangents a little bit. I hate Tua. Tua is my least favorite player in the league, actually. I think I said somebody
I
else
hate him.
yesterday for somebody least player in the league, but it's actually Tua.
If he would just take accountability, I wouldn't even dislike him that much. He just doesn't. He just blames everybody else every time.
Yeah, for missing a meeting, like that's going to change the game for
Yes.
one, and who knows how well known this meeting was. There's just
It's like Richardson. It's why I don't like Richardson that much. He would play bad and then act like he didn't play bad. If you play bad, just take accountability and
like
say you
how
play bad.
like how we took accountability for letting Joe Flacco go in because he was running out of
Exactly.
energy.
That was,
I
don't
legit
put,
I
don't look. I'm not gonna look over there. I have an Anthony Richardson poster in my room.
oh I see it. I see it. I really
Oh no, you
hope
can't
they
see it.
try
It's over
Anthony
there.
Richardson out at like tight end. I really hope they try
I'm
him
gonna
out.
keep it up there until he leaves the league. That way, I can say it's been there since day one. If he becomes insane,
I really hope Richardson becomes like a tight end, like a Taysom Hill thing. I think that'd be so
yeah,
cool if
I
they
think
like
he'd be good
were
at it.
able to incorporate that. But again, who knows? Probably won't happen. So yeah,
Who knows?
that's really about it. Yeah, that's really about it. Ball. That's all.